Hey guys, so the Has-Been Hotel pilot. I know I'm a little late. I've seen it, but it's been a while. It's been a while, and I'm so used to hearing the newer voices, from the actual show, that hearing these it's gonna be weird. It's gonna be weird. Um, I mean, the one that pops up in my head right away is Katie Killjoy, because here it's actually voiced by a woman, and it is Brandon Rogers in the show. So going from a female voice, an actual female voice, to Brandon Rogers, it's gonna sound weird. It's really some of them are, it's like, oh, okay. They kind of sound. It looks like they were, you know, like the show. Some of the actors are like, okay, you know what? We should still kind of respect what came before us and try to get as close as possible. Like Angel's voice is actually kind of similar. It's just that Blake is obviously a professional like singer, like opera style. While Michael he's a voice actor, but a voice actor doesn't equate to, hey, I can sing. Um, but Blake definitely tries to go very much for what we hear here. Alistair, I remember, might kind of be similar, maybe a little deeper, because Amir, he's more high up here. Well, Charlie, well, this one is kind of more like lower, bit of a lower, not like that deep of a voice, but bit deeper. But yeah, it's gonna be weird.
At the end of the rainbow, there's happiness. And to find it, how often I've tried. But my life is a race, just a wild goose chase. And my dreams have all been denied. Why have I always been a failure? What can the reason be? I wonder if the world's to blame. I wonder if it could be me. I'm always chasing rainbows, watching clouds drifting by. My schemes are just like all my dreams, ending in the sky. Some fellows look and find the sunshine. I always look and find the rain. Some fellows make a winning sometime. I never even make a gain. Believe me, I'm always chasing rainbows, waiting to find a little bluebird.
So weird. It's so weird. I'm so used to hearing Erica. But you see a lot of characters here. They've got the V's. You see Carmilla, who very different looking. Um, you see her with these shorter, thinner, slender hands when she's an arms dealer, and people are like, why are her arms so thick? Like, why are her hands so big? In the show, she's an arms dealer. Get it? Um, so we see her with a much thinner frame. Also, I love how it's almost spread out, kind of like it looks like dragon wings. They're spreading out, like wings. But her hands, you can see, they're thinner, they're slender. Her whole frame is a lot more slender than what we see in the show, where juicy. Um, we have Zestial right there, who I love. I love how he has like a chalice, glass instead of like the little teacup that he has. And also Lucifer. We've got the apple, we've got the boots, we've got the hat. Lucifer being there, and he looks evil or menacing rather than the goofy, lovable, short king that we've come to know and love. It's very interesting. It's like clearly Charlie still has daddy issues. We see from the very beginning, like, oh, Heaven's not listening to me, doesn't want to listen. And, I'm not getting the approval of my parents, and they show both Lucifer and Lilith. But they're showing him to be more of a menacing presence here, like what you would expect Lucifer to be. The guy is hell itself, and you expect him to be dark and menacing with the glowing eyes. But then we see him in the show, and the dude suffers from depression. He's locked in his workshop all the time making rubber ducks. So to see that Lucifer and know that Lucifer, and to come back and see this one, it's very awkward. And also I hope we see more Zestial in the future. He is such a cool guy. We see him very briefly in Scrambled Eggs. Him talking with Alistair, who Alistair even appears to respect the guy. And Zestial apparently has nothing but nice things to say about Alistair, acknowledging his power and his strength and all that. Carmilla also respects the guy. That whole back and forth between her and Velvet started because Velvet wanted to disrespect Zestial. But I hope we see more. I want to know what his powers are. I want to know how strong the guy, because he's ancient. Like, Shakespearean ancient. So I want to see his powers. I want to see what this guy is capable of. And then we've got the V's. Vox looking pretty similar. I think his color scheme's a little different. Valentino looks the same. He looks like he's actually a bit shorter, and a bit thinner. But Velvet looks more like a fangirl that Vox is hired rather than the Velvet we know. And so she takes, and then she's. Did you get my money, Angie baby? I'm with a John now. No sass. Hey sugar? Yes, Val. We've got that's great. The cannibals. This is what they used to look like. We've got Carmilla's kids and the beautiful Rosie. Franklin and Rosie. Nope, it's just Rosie now. And I love Rosie. She's such a cool character. I'm like, you think of hell, but then you see her interaction with Charlie and how motherly she is, and the fact that she's like, Charlie's like, oh, Vaggie hurt my feelings, and I don't know if I can trust her, and she took part in the, this and that, and she's like, well, isn't that silly hotel of yours all about redemption? It's like, why didn't Charlie think of that in the first place? Like, she was just dropping straight facts. But yeah, we see it right after the extermination. This is always resist Lilith in concert, which is weird because at the end of episode 8, we see that Lilith isn't even in hell. She's in heaven for like the last 7 years. And I hear some people say that this is Rue. Like, Rue is chained up somewhere in hell, and the root, and very much like roots. You can see these kind of roots all over the place, but Lilith in concert, that's very interesting. So we've just had the exterminations and the title.
Oh, I'm alive! I'm alive! thanks for the fun time, hot stuff.
Yeah, listen. Keep this discreet, you hear me? I can't let it get out I'm offering my services to randos on the street. It was a quick cash grab. You got it?
Whatever you say, slut.
Ouch! Ooh, such an insult. Let me know when you come up with something creative to call me, you sack of poorly packaged horse shit. Tell the missus I said hi. Schnuck'em.
Back up. Foam on my head.
Yoink! Hey!
Up yours, drag show!
Oh my god! My drugs! Damn it!
Those other cowardly sinners dare not hinder my territorial takeover. A wise decision. The power of my machines are unmatched. No other demon can compare to the likes of I.
Gee, that was pretty swell, boss. Yeah.
Okay, just hearing Pentious, I'm so used to hearing Alex's version of Pentious. You know, this seems to be like normal speaking, just added with some of the from like the snakes. But with Alex, you know, it's not like a normal speaking. He puts more of a emphasis on certain words, you know, drawing them out and stuff like that. Did you think we were a bunch of pussies? So it's a speaking voice with just some kind of snake-like in there, as opposed to, you know, Alex's like bit deeper. Like I said, Pentious now is he's more, you know, more. It definitely comes more from the throat. More you do the voice, and you're more like here. And as for the egg boys, this one, well, that's just well, you know. But then you have Blake doing them in the show, and he's more up here, you know. Bank accounts are a scam created by the shadow government. You know, up more there. It's not just a normal speaking voice with a silly little thing added. No, you definitely get the range for him. So it's just weird. It's just weird. Like, how would the scene go with this Pentious with like episode 6 with when you know, Pentious slithers on over to Cherry and says, do a sex with me. It's like, sorry, why would we have sex? Because I'm having sex with everyone here. You know, how would that go? It's just weird.
You really showed them what for. I liked when you shot them with your ray gun. I wish he'd shoot me with his ray gun.
At this rate, I will seize control of the entire west side of the pentagram by day's end. And nothing, not a single beast in this inferno of suffering will be able to take back this empire from my constrictive grasp. Hell will be mine, and everybody will know the name of Sir Lord! Pardon? Who said that? What did you just say to me, you fried chicken fetuses? Speak up!
That wasn't us, Mr. Boss Man.
You looking for a fight? Old man. Why don't you get that Tinker Toy bullshit off my turf before I smash it? More.
Oh, you want to go, Missy? Well, I'm happy to oblige.
Also, with Cherry, she has just a regular speaking voice here, and then for some reason she's Australian in the show. Like, what was the reason behind giving her an accent? Again, it makes me just go back to the scene with her and Pentious when he's, you know, she's like, I'm sorry, but why would we have sex? It's just I don't know how it would sound with these two, but God, this sounds so weird. It's so weird.
Good afternoon. I'm Katie Killjoy.
And I'm Tom Trench. Chaos out of Pentagram City today as a turf war is raging on the west side between notable kingpin Serpentius and self-proclaimed spunky powerhouse Cherry Bomb.
That's right, Tom. After the recent extermination, many areas are now up for grabs. Demons all over hell are already duking it out to gain new territory.
And I'm hearing Katie. So here, Katie Killjoy is voiced by an actual woman, a real female. In the show, she's voiced by Brandon Rogers. I'm so used to, no one gives a shit about who you are, Tom. You know, very Brandon Rogers. But here she's voiced by an actual woman. So used to hearing Brandon Rogers, and then we're going to an actual female voicing Katie. It's so weird.
Those two seem to really be going at it, huh?
Looks like they're fighting tooth and nail for that hotspot.
And I'd sure like to nail her hot spot.
You are a lip-dick jackass, Tom. Or should I say, no dick. Coming up next, we have an exclusive interview with the daughter of Hell's own head honcho, who's here to discuss her brand new passion project. All that and more after the break. Suck it up, you little bitch.
Okay, you remember what to say?
Yes, let's do this.
Just look at me and I'll mouth it to you.
Come on, Vaggie. I know what to say. I just feel like we need to, I don't know, make things sound more exciting. Oh, what if I
Sing a song about it?
You knew I was gonna say that.
Because I know you, but please don't sing. This is serious.
Well, you know, I'm better at expressing myself and my goals through song.
But life isn't a musical, hun.
Fine, but I have these other ideas of what to say. The highlighted bit.
So you can see Vaggie and Charlie. Vaggie looking very different as opposed to what we see in her more solidified form that we see. Charlie being her normal, bubbly, you know, everything's a rainbow and happiness and sunshine, even though we're in hell. I like that we saw Razzle and Dazzle at like the food table just snacking. I mean, what else would they do? They were created by Lucifer to kind of be her toys. You know, they're plushies come to life essentially. So I wouldn't expect anything less from them. But their voices, I mean, Charlie kind of still has that, you know, the woo bubbly, I'm Charlie Morningstar, I'm so happy. But Vaggie's is, you know, I'm so used to hearing that lower, more monotone voice that it's like, what? It's so weird.
It's are the best parts.
It's all highlighted. Is this a drawing?
Yes, that's the happy ending, see? Everyone's smiling and happy in heaven.
I don't think it's that simple. Just please follow the talking points we went over. And do not sing.
Okay, fine. I'll just have to resort to my impeccable improv skills. Hi, I'm Charlie.
Katie Killjoy. I'd say it's a pleasure to meet you, but that would be a lie. You can put that away. I don't touch the gays. I have standards.
Yeah, how's that working out for you?
Look, my time is money, so I'll keep this short. You're not here because we wanted you here. You're here because Jeffrey couldn't make it for his cannibal cooking segment. You might be some royal big shot, but that doesn't mean shit to me. I'm too rich and too influential to give a flying fuck about what some tuck-swearing demon princess wants to advertise. So don't get cute with me, honey, or I will fucking bury you.
And we're live.
Welcome back. So, Charlotte.
It's Charlie.
Whatever. Tell us about this new passion project you've been insistently pestering our news station about.
Well, as most of you know, I was born here in hell, and growing up, I always tried to see the good in everything around me. Hell is my home, and you are my people. We just went through another extermination. We lost so many souls, and it breaks my heart to see my people being slaughtered every year. No one is even given a chance. I can't stand idly by while the place I live is subjected to such violence. So, I've been thinking, isn't there a more humane way to hinder overpopulation here in Hell? Perhaps we can create an alternative way to change souls through redemption? Well, I think yes. So that's what this project aims to achieve. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm opening the first of its kind, a hotel that rehabilitates sinners.
Yeah, and there she goes. So suggesting the rehabilitation for sinners, which obviously Geek Squatch, nice radio hacks. So yeah, the premise of the show has been hotel. She's setting up a hotel for sinners to go there. It's like an in and out kind of thing. You go in there, you're in hell, you go in there, and you're redeemed, and you can ascend to heaven. To kind of clear out some of the population down there instead of being exterminated every year. Allowing people to, just like on Earth, you have rehabilitation centers, taking people in who might be causing problems and trying to rehabilitate them to allow them to become normal members of society where they're safe and others are safe and they're no longer self-harming or whatever the case is, and allow them to have a normal life. Well, it's kind of like that, but in hell. So she wants to take in sinners and allow them to redeem themselves in a way to where they can ascend to heaven, and it'll cause heaven to, not come down every year to exterminate people. Now, people like her, people who are born in hell, so actual demons, people like them, they're exempt. They're hellborn. So, but the people who are the ones exterminated are like the sinners. The people like you and me, say we die in this universe, we go to hell, right? Those are the ones who are at risk of being exterminated. Charlie's not, Lucifer's not, any of the kings of hell really aren't at risk of extermination. It's just basically sinners who are at risk here. But premise of the show, redeem sinners.
Because hotels are for people passing through temporarily.
Is this girl for real? She thinks it. You hear what she thinks? Oh, she's nuts.
I figure it would serve a purpose. A place to work towards redemption. Yay!
Stupid bitch.
Look, every single one of you has something good deep down inside. I know you do. Maybe I'm not getting through to you.
Oh no.
I have a dream. I'm here to tell about a wonderful, fantastic new hotel. Yes, it's one of a kind, right here in hell, catering to a specific clientele. Inside of every demon is a rainbow. Inside every sinner is a shiny smile. Inside of every creepy hatchet-wielding maniac is a jolly, happy, cupcake-loving child. We can turn around. They'll be heaven bound with just a little time.
I mean, so much between Razzle and Dazzle playing. We see Zestial flashing people. I mean, so much was happening. Going to different locations and fucking sunshine and cotton candy clouds, and we saw it looked like a mix of Luna and Beelzebub. It was just so much was happening. We've seen Blitzo here already, and it just it's just so weird, you know. You're so used to one thing, and then you'll go back and watch something else, and you realize how different it really is. But you know, that sort of thing happens in life. It reminds me of a time I was with my good friend Orville. I remember we were sitting on the porch. It was a hot summer day, and we were drinking some iced tea. John, don't do that, please. We're already at 26 minutes. Holy crap, we're at 26 minutes.
Wow! That was shit.
What in the 9 circles makes you think a single denizen of hell would give 2 shits about becoming a better person? You have no proof that this little experiment even works. You want people to be good just because?
Well, we have a patron already who believes in our cause, and he's shown incredible progress.
Oh, and who might that be?
Oh, just someone named Angel Dust.
The porn star?
You fucking would, Tom. In any case, that's not even an accomplishment. I'm sure you can get that hooker to do anything with enough booger sugar and lube.
Oh, I beg to differ. He's been behaved, clean, and out of trouble for 2 weeks now.
Breaking news.
We are receiving word that a new player has entered the ongoing turf war. Let's go to the live feed.
Hello, thank you for calling.
Oh, shit.
Oh shit, indeed. It looks like the one who just joined the battle is none other than porn actor Angel Dust. What a juicy coincidence. You must feel really stupid right now. Ratings! Don't look at this. Well, it sure looks like your little project is dead on arrival. Tell us, how does it feel to be such a total failure?
Yeah, well, how does it feel that I got your pen, huh? Bitch! Oops. Hey, thanks for the backup, Angie.
You kidding? This is the best action I've seen in ages.
Where you been anyway? I thought you up and died or some shit.
Oh, I wish. I've been staying at this crappy hotel on the other side of town. Some broads are letting me stay rent-free if I play nice. You know, no fights, no pranks, no problematic language. Her words, not mine. These crazy bitches are no fun. Been clean for 2 weeks.
Holy shit.
Well, sorta clean. As clean as you can get with a shitload of Bolivian marching powder. Oh, harder, Daddy. Son? You whores have no class. In war, the side remembered is the side with the most style.
Or the side that ain't dead.
Speaking of style, is your hat, like, alive or something? Oh, well, that's none of your goddamn business. Now is it? Would that make your hat the top and you the bottom? I'm going to blow you to bits! Kinky. Oh, not like that, pervert! Not so cocky now, are we? You know, you really gotta watch what comes out of your mouth. I've been making these sex jokes the whole time, and it's obvious you ain't catching on. I mean, it's just sad.
So think you're gonna get in a lot of trouble for this?
What's one little brawl gonna cause?
Glad you haven't changed. You know you're my favorite guy to party with.
You know it, sugar tits.
You ready to finish this?
Born ready, baby. girl buddy is solid. Isn't that a redeeming quality? Helping friends with stuff?
Not with turf wars that result in territorial genocide.
You win some, you lose a few hundred. It wasn't that bad anyway. Oh, come on! I had to! My credibility was on the line. I mean, what kind of reputation would I have if people found out I was trying to go clean? It just throws out my entire persona.
Your credibility? What about the hotels? Your little stunt made us look like a fucking joke.
No, babe. Jokes are funny. I made you look, sad. And pathetic. Like an orphan with no arms or legs. With progeria. Great. Now I'm bummed thinking about it. This thing have any liquor?
Can you please just try to take this seriously?
Fine, I'll try. Just don't get your taco in a twist, baby.
Was that you trying to be sexist or racist?
Whatever pisses you off more. Is there seriously no liquor in here?
I'm gonna kill him.
Too late, Toots. Wait! Would that make me double dead? Where exactly do I go? To double hell? Sorry, you're stuck with me, bitch. Get used to it.
Funny thing is that, yeah, I mean, there is kind of like a double hell. There is actually a place, apparently, that Vivian has confirmed that does exist, where basically the sinners go when they die. If they get killed in hell, not by angelic weapons. If you get killed by an angelic weapon, you're dead. You're like dead, like not coming back. No reincarnation, no redemption, no nothing. But there is a place that sinners do go when they die. So, yeah, there is double death, technically, so. Also, just Vaggy's character, it's just so weird.
Listen, who cares if some jagoffs got hurt? Most of them are ugly freaks. Look around. You got a bunch of fucking Harlequin babies down here.
You're one to talk.
Hey, this body is flawless. Everyone wants some of me, and I got the creepy fan letters to prove it.
That was really uncool, you know, Angel.
Uncool? After that train wreck, there is no way anyone is gonna want to stay at the hotel. All thanks to you and your selfish bullshit!
Does that mean I don't have a free room anymore? Ah, well, shucks.
Hey, come on. We don't know if things are over yet. Try to relax, Vaggy. It'll be okay.
It's probably a good idea to get some actual food in this place. You know, to feed all the wayward souls you got in here.
Hey, Mom. I know I keep calling, and you must be busy. Really busy. But, the interview didn't go well, and I don't know if I'm going to make a difference. I don't know what I'm doing. I could really use some advice, Mom. I think Dad was right about me. Well, anyway, I'll stop talking before this gets long. Love you. Bye.
So, I think Lilith's role here was supposed to be a little different. We see a poster, Lilith in concert, so meaning that she's some kind of like superstar traveling around, this and that. That's why Charlie's like, oh, you're busy, you know, must be busy, really busy. But we find out, again, her role must have changed between the pilot and the actual show, and it also seems that Lucifer was actually going to be a little different, because she says, like, I guess what Dad said was right, you know, about me was right. And I mean, if he said something cruel and like unfatherly, that would definitely not sound like the Lucifer we know. That while yes, he was a little concerned about the hotel at first. He didn't say anything outright mean. He's just basically saying, Charlie, these people can't be redeemed. They're terrible people. You know, he's like, I admire the fact that you're trying to see the good in everyone, but you know, these people are beyond saving. You know, he's not coming out and say, oh, Charlie, you're worthless and this and that. The way she says it, that's kind of like what it sounded like he said. It was like, oh, you're worthless and never going to amount to anything and this and that. And that she was closer to Lilith somehow. But, you know, we see Lucifer also, again, with that more sinister look. But then we see him in the show and he's goofy. Like the first song we see him in, he's acting like Genie from Aladdin with, you know, bunch of, you know, goofy things and this. So clearly Lilith and Lucifer must have had different roles here. That Lilith was going to be like a singer, which makes sense, you know, with knowing who Lilith is. And Lucifer was going to have much of a darker kind of tone to him, but yeah, she hasn't seen her mom. Lilith never seems to call back, and the entire time she just wants the approval of her parents. You know, she wants to know where her mom is. We know her mom is in heaven, just chilling on a beach. Yeah, Lucifer. Lucifer's like, oh, well, it's nice that you want to help people, Charlie, and that's an admirable thing, but these people are terrible. You know, their whole purpose is to cause as much destruction and chaos as possible. So she's just trying to live up to her parents. Her mom, the first woman, you know, the first true woman. Her father, the king of hell, hell itself, is like, how am I going to live up to my parents? I mean, they're amazing people. Look at me. I'm their daughter, but what have I done? I'm like 200 years old. What have I done in 200 years that would make me worthy of being called their child? So, but just the whole Lilith, it's very strange that it seemed like she had a much different role here. Also, did I just see a picture in the back? Yeah, we see there's a picture of Lucifer and looks like either Lilith or Charlie. We got the horns, but they're shorter and blonde. So it's possible that it might be Charlie. But yeah, we've definitely got Lucifer. Or maybe isn't that she had a boyfriend, right? She previously had a boyfriend. Yeah, I think that's her boyfriend. But there's Lucifer right there. You can see there's his hat, dressed in white. Okay, yeah, so this was her and her boyfriend. Again, she's 200 years old. She's had a long life. She had a boyfriend. And then there's Lucifer with... I can't even tell who it's with. But it's definitely Lucifer. The hat's a dead giveaway. But that's very interesting. Trying to see everything else. But yeah, here we get the introduction of Alistair.
Hey, Vaggie?
What?
The radio demon is at the door.
What?
Who?
And we see it again. We got some more pictures on the wall. We got her mom, looks like, right there singing. For some reason, very depressed looking Charlie. Razzle and Dazzle. So yeah, it looks like Lilith might have had a very different role here. That's very interesting.
Demon is at the door.
What?
Who?
What should I do?
Well, don't let him in. Him in?
All right, so we see there's Lucifer, there's Charlie, Lilith. Oh, okay, got it. Damn, Lilith is fine. Also, is that short hair Charlie? Nice. But yeah, there's our short king. There he is. Also, and we got some more pictures over there. Charlie. Just awkward pictures. Oh wait, no. We saw the picture. Yeah, there's Lilith. The picture we saw singing. Okay, yeah. It wasn't unless they're both singers. Actually no. What was her name in Hell of a Boss? The singer. I forget. She's like, I watched one episode with her in it. I can't remember it. I think that's her, isn't it? And this like I think of remember a Royal Family of Hell and but ooh, Lilith.
May I speak now?
You may.
Alistair, pleasure to be meeting you, sweetheart. Quite a pleasure. Excuse my sudden visit, but I saw your fiasco on the picture show, and I just couldn't resist. What a performance! Why, I haven't been that entertained since the stock market crash of 1929.
So definitely Alistair, different voice, a bit of a deeper voice as opposed to Amira's voice, who's a little higher pitched, more heavy on the filtering of the old transatlantic kind of voice style that we hear, from, back in the day. Greetings, everyone! It's good to hear that everyone has joined me today. We have some big news in the world, big news indeed. But definitely heavier. He's definitely more animated, as opposed to the very calm, kind of creepy Alistair that we know and love. The one that you don't know what he's thinking because he's just kind of like the whole time. He doesn't get real animated in the show. I mean, apart from Lucifer's little song where he kind of chimes in at the end. But I also saw some more pictures. Look at that photograph.
Alistair, pleasure to be meeting you, sweetheart. Quite a pleasure. Excuse my sudden visit, but I saw your
Oh yeah, we got teenager Charlie right there, and we got, I'm guessing, Lilith right there. Lilith, oh, little baby Charlie. She was 75 years old right there. No, she probably was young. She probably was like 10 or something. But we see her and her mom. But yeah, I love the stuff on the wall. There's our short king. Charmed, I'm sure.
fiasco on a picture show, and I just couldn't resist. What a performance! Why, I haven't been that entertained since the stock market crash of 1929. So many orphans.
Stop right there. Cabrón, hijo de perra. I know your game. And I'm not gonna let you hurt anyone here, you pompous, cheesy talk show shitlord.
Dear, if I wanted to hurt anyone here, I would have done so already. No, I'm here because I want to help.
What now?
Oh! Hello? Is this thing on? Testing? Testing?
Well, I heard you loud and clear.
You want to help with...
This ridiculous thing you're trying to do. This hotel. I want to help you run it.
But... Why?
Why does anyone do anything? Sheer, absolute boredom. I've lacked inspiration for decades. My work became mundane, lacking focus, aimless. I've come to crave a new form of entertainment.
Does getting into a fist fight with a reporter count as entertainment?
It's the purest kind, my dear. Reality, true passion. After all, the world is a stage, and the stage is a world of entertainment.
So, does this mean that you think it's possible to rehabilitate a demon?
Of course not. That's wacky nonsense.
Also, the picture right here, of Lilith. So yeah, apparently her role was a lot bigger, or in a sense of she was actually still in hell. You see her picture, she's a singer, she's on the cover of magazines, and yet In the show, she's not even there. She's in heaven, out of Charlie's life, essentially. Charlie hasn't talked to her in 7 years, hasn't seen her. I doubt even Lucifer knows where she is. Season 2 should be very interesting if she does come back in season 2, like in the beginning. Trying to explain to Lucifer that she's been in heaven for the last 7 years around her ex-husband. Oh, you've, with Adam. Oh, golly. What was that like? Didn't you flee the garden to get away from him? Why in the unholy hell would you go back? But we see she's a pop star, essentially. All of hell loves her. I mean, after all, she brought hell together with the sound of her voice. Everything we see, the civilizations and all that, that was because of her. She used her song and she managed to unite all of hell, and they formed the hell we see. So yeah, it would make sense that she's a huge icon. Beautiful voice, very influential, strong, powerful woman. But she's on cover magazines and on posters. I'm sure she has her own merchandise and all that good stuff, my dear. Your mother is quite the woman. I'm sure you make her very proud. At least she would be if she was around.
Redemption. Oh, the non-existent humanity. No. I don't think there's anything left that could save such loathsome sinners. The chance given was the life they lived before. The punishment is this. There is no undoing what is done.
So then, why do you want to help me if you don't believe in my cause?
Consider it an investment in ongoing entertainment for myself. I want to watch the scum of the world struggle to climb up the hill of betterment, only to repeatedly trip and tumble down to the fiery pit of failure.
Right.
Yes, indeedy. I see big things coming your way, and who better to help you than
What's the deal with Smiles over there?
Wait, you've never heard of him before? You've been here longer than me. The radio demon, one of the most powerful beings hell has ever seen.
Not big on politics.
Ugh. Decades ago, Alistair manifested in hell, seemingly overnight. He began to topple overlords who had been dominant for centuries. That kind of raw power had never been harnessed by a mortal soul before. Then, he broadcast his carnage all throughout hell, just so everyone could witness his ability. Sinners started calling him the radio demon. As lazy as that is. Many have speculated what unimaginable force enabled him to rival our world's most ancient and destructive evils. But one thing's for sure. He's an unpredictable source of danger, a wicked spirit of mystery, and a violent monster of chaos, the likes of which we can't risk getting involved with unless we want to end up erased.
You done? He looks like a strawberry pimp.
Well, I don't trust him.
To be fair, do you trust any man? Any men? Men?
Charlie, listen to me. You can't believe this creep. He isn't just a happy face. He's a deal maker. Pure evil. He can't be redeemed. And is most likely looking for a way to destroy everything we're trying to do.
We don't know that. Look, I know he's bad, and I know he probably...
Again, just looking at the Lilith and Charlie, trying to figure out what that one is. Actually, it's got it's obviously a cover of a magazine or something for them, because it's, you can see some writing up there, so it's a cover of a magazine. But just little baby Charlie, she's so adorable. Charlie has to be protected at all costs, seriously. And Lilith, and just, I wonder how this Lilith would have panned out if she was in the show. Like from day one, if this Lilith was actually in hell and we did see her like on TV, you know, commercials of, you know, Lilith live and this and that, how it would have panned out, how the story would have gone if Lilith was there, just not much in her Charlie's life.
doesn't want to change. But the whole point of this is to give people a chance, to have faith.
And there we have the picture, the famous picture. So I'm trying not to make this longer than it needs to be, But I mean, there's so much stuff here to talk about and break down and this and that. So people think so in episode 5 when they're singing More Than Anything and Charlie does for a little bit and they show Lilith coming in and picking up Charlie. They're like, "Oh my God, Lilith took her Charlie away from her father and this and that." And that's no. You clearly see she's fully grown here. She in the song More Than Anything when she's got that flashback going, she's tiny. She was wearing a nightgown. I've said this before, but I guarantee you more than anything, every night she'd probably be put down to bed. Lilith tucks her in, and then Lilith will go back in to check on her, only to find that she's worked her way down to her daddy's workshop to see what her daddy was creating. Because again, Lucifer did create Razzle and Dazzle. Those were toys, plushies that he created for her to be, playmates and, her protection, bodyguard type things. So she's always going down to see her dad to see what because she probably doesn't see him much during the day. Like the late night when she's about to go to bed, when her mom leaves and isn't keeping an eye on her, that's probably her one chance to run down there and see what her father is doing. And naturally, Lilith goes back to check on Charlie and is like, "Charlie's not here. I wonder where she is. Charlie, where are you? Could you be in here? No, Charlie's not in here. Could you be in here? No. Gee, where is Charlie?" And she probably hears her mom coming. Is Charlie in here with her dad? Oh, there's Charlie. It's time to go to bed, Charlie. But I want to see what Dad's doing. Dad's busy. Let him get back to his work. It's all right, Charlie. I'll show you what I was doing in the morning, all right? Just, you need to get to bed. Just listen to your mother and go to sleep, all right, sweetie? I love you. I mean, you can see that she's a full-grown... Again, she's 200, so it's hard to say how old she is here. But it looks like a genuinely happy family. We have Lilith, who's gorgeous, our short king, and Charlie. And the breakup between Charlie and Lilith, or not Charlie and Lilith, Lucifer and Lilith, for the show, at least, was at least 7 years ago, because that's how long she hasn't talked to her mom. So she's fully grown here. Again, you don't know the age. She could be 175 here. We don't know. All we know is that she's fully grown here. So Lilith didn't take Charlie away. The song shows she was clearly in a nightgown. She snuck out of bed to see what her father was doing. But she's fully grown here, and they were clearly both still in her life. But also I love how it's just jealous. I have no idea what it's like to have a happy family. My father was abusive to my mother, so I had to kill him.
Things will be better. How can I turn someone away? I can't. It goes against everything I'm trying to do. Everything I believe in. Just trust me. I can take care of myself.
Charlie, whatever you do not make a deal with him.
Don't worry. I picked up one thing from my dad.
You don't take shit from other demons.
Okay, so...
Oh, I can imagine Lucifer saying that. And remember, Charlie, if there's one thing you need to learn in life, it's don't take shit from other demons. All right? That's my girl. I can imagine him saying that. I love Lucifer. He's our short king for a reason.
Al, you're sketchy as fuck, and you clearly see what I'm trying to do here as a joke. But I don't. I think everyone deserves a chance to prove they can be better, so I'm taking your offer to help. On the condition that there be no trickster voodoo strings attached.
So it's a deal then?
Nope, no shaking, no deals. As Princess of Hell and heir to the throne, I hereby order that you help with this hotel for as long as you desire. Sound fair?
Fair enough.
Cool beans.
Smile, my dear. You know you're never fully dressed without one. So where is your hotel staff?
Well...
Oh, you're going to need more than that. And what can you do, my effeminate fellow?
I can suck your dick.
Ha! No.
Your loss.
Well, this just won't do. I suppose I can cash in a few favors to liven things up. This little darling is nifty.
Hi, I'm Nifty. It's nice to meet you. It's been a while since I've made new friends. Why are you all women? How many men here? I'm sorry if that's rude. Oh man, this place is filthy. It really needs a lady's touch, which is weird because you're all ladies, no offense. Oh my gosh, this is awful. Nope, 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 nope.
Ha! Freedom and wheat, boys. Full. Hell? What the fuck is this? You.
Ah, Husker, my good friend. Glad you could make it.
Don't you husker me, you son of a bitch. I was about to win the whole damn pot.
Good to see you too.
What the hell do you want with me this time?
My friend, I am doing some charity work, so I took it upon myself to volunteer your services. I hope that's okay.
Are you shitting me?
No, I don't think so.
You thought it would be some kind of big fucking riot just to pull me out of nowhere? You think I'm some kind of fucking clown?
Maybe.
I ain't doing no fucking charity job.
Well, I figured you would be the perfect face to man the front desk of this fine establishment. With your charming smile and welcoming energy, this job was made for you. Don't worry, my friend. I can make this more welcoming, if you wish.
What? You think you can buy me with a wink and some cheap booze? Well, you can.
Hey! No bar, no alcohol. This is supposed to be a place that discourages sin. Not some kind of mouth brothel man cave.
Shut up! We are keeping this. Hey,
Go fuck yourself.
only if you watch me.
Oh my gosh! Welcome to the Happy Hotel! You are going to love it here!
I lost the ability to love years ago.
So, what do you think?
You know, when you get older, you realize that you probably relate to Husk a lot more than you think. I lost the ability to love years ago. No truer words have ever been spoken.
This is amazing!
It's okay.
This is going to be very entertaining.
You have a dream you wish to tell, and it's just laughable, but hey kid, what the hell? 'Cause you're one of a kind, a charming demon belle. Now let's give these burning fools a place to dwell. Take it, boys! Inside of every demon is a lost cause, but we'll dress them up for now with just a smile. They will coronate this cesspool with some old redemption flair and show these simpletons some proper class and style. Oh, here below the ground, I'm sure your plan is sound. They'll spend a little time down at this HAZBIN.
Well. Look who it is harboring the striped freak. We meet yet again, Alistair.
Do I know you?
Oh, yes, you do. And this time I have the element of surprise. I'm so evil.
I'm starved. Who wants some jambalaya? My mother once showed me a wonderful recipe for jambalaya. In fact, it nearly killed her. You could say the kick was right out of hell. Oh, I'm on a roll. Yes, sir, this is the start of some real changes down here. The game is set. Now, stay tuned.
And there we go. Has-Been Hotel. Went from the Happy Hotel to the Has-Been Hotel. I guess that's why Charlie called it the Has-Been Hotel. Ha ha! It was actually my idea. Ha ha ha! Well, it's not very clever. Ha ha! Fuck you. So it's just to see. It's great to see the difference. Nifty, just adorable as always. I like being forced. keep that to yourself, Nifty. Nifty's character, you know, people think that she's from around the 40s, 50s when she's clearly, I think she's been confirmed to be Japanese American, like Japanese. So she's kind of like, people are thinking that she's you know, someone who came over from Japan. Her parents are Japanese. This was like 40s and 50s where you had a lot of Japanese coming over to America, and they're wanting to stick true to their customs, but also try to integrate into American society and all that. So she's very much, you know, sticking with like Japanese roles, but she's dressed like how they dressed back in that day in the 40s and 50s. So she's like trying to keep to herself with the Japanese, you know, the woman serving the man and this and that, but also adhering to the current culture, you know, in American life and stuff like that. And some people say with her, the way she showed up is she died in a fire. You know, possibly the house of an ex or a current lover that she went over to, and she got stuck in their house. You know, she accidentally set the thing on fire and she burned up in it. But that's just a theory, a film theory. You know, but Alistair also, I love Alistair kind of turns their costumes all turn into, you know, the time period he was alive. Because, you know, he was the 30s. His voice, obviously, radio, which was big in the 30s, the style for the 30s. It's just cool. You know, see some of his New Orleans sort of, you know, inspiration with the voodoo and stuff like that. Kind of makes you think the Princess and the Frog with the colors. Also, we see her with, where is it? Susan. Ugh, Susan. She's a bit of an ornery old bitch. Yeah, this wasn't like what Susan wears in episode 7 when they finally show her. Susan. I'm so evil. But yeah, the pilot, you know, just the fact that we see, you know, Charlie was pretty much the same. Everyone's character was the same except for Lilith, who seemed to have a different role than what she has now. She seemed to be in hell, just not around Charlie. Lucifer, for some reason, took a darker turn where we see him with, you know, Carmilla and Zestiel, and he's a lot darker and more sinister looking, even though they show in the pictures and he's exactly how we see him. But it seems like he might have been more of the, not abusive, but more the not so supportive father. Again, we don't seem very supportive in the show at first, but he doesn't outright say, "Oh, Charlie, you're never going to amount to anything." And this, no, he's outright like, "I appreciate you what you're doing, you know, and I admire the fact that you're trying to see the best in people, but they're terrible people. You know, like, look what happened. They were gifted free will, and look what they did with it. Everything's terrible. Our people, Charlie, are awful. So I don't think he was like abusive and neglectful. I just think that, you know, he kind of just said things that just kind of upset her because, you know, she's trying to do things to live up to her parents. Again, the first woman and hell itself. You know, how do you live up to that when those are your parents? The king of hell, hell itself, fallen seraphim, once as close to God as you can get, and your mother's the first woman on earth. You're their daughter. How do you live up to that? How do you, especially you're 200 years old, how do you live up to what your parents have done? You know, and the amazing people that they are, and how do you live up to that? You know, and that's one thing that people struggle with even these days. It's like, maybe not on that scale, but they hear, oh yeah, when your father was your age, he was in the military and this and that. He fought in this war and that and this, and I was doing this and that. And it's like, how do I live up to that? How do I live up to that? You know? But it's such a great show, and it's just so weird hearing the original voices. But that's how it goes sometimes. I mean, I get the reason they wanted to change it because there's a lot of singing, and while these are professional voice actors, voice acting and singing, sometimes just because you can do voices doesn't mean you can sing. You know, a lot of them had people singing for them, which is good, but it's a lot easier if you have people voicing these characters who can also sing. Like in HAZBIN Hotel right now, everyone can not only do the voices, but they're singing their own parts. Here, like Charlie has her speaking voice, and then it's someone completely different for singing. Alistair, he has his speaking voice, but then singing completely different. And when you have a smaller budget, you know, that's more people that you have to pay, you know? So you can kind of, it's, you know, this was a pilot and stuff, but yeah, you can see why in a musical setting, it'd be best to just have people who aren't just voice actors, but singers, like legitimate, like opera, because opera and stage plays and stuff like that, you might have a microphone and, you know, attached, but you have to know how to project. You're singing for a huge stage, you know, a huge audience, so you need to be able to project that voice. And so it's just natural to want them to do these rather than just, oh yeah, I was a voice actor, I've been in this many anime and cartoons and this and that. It's like, can you sing? No. Like, well, guess we'll have to hire a singer for that then. So it's just, it sucks that they get replaced, because I know the cast was really into the show and, you know, their roles and everything, but sometimes I'm just do what you have to do. Is it bad? Is it sad? Of course. But sometimes those are just decisions you have to make. But yeah, I've said it before, Vivian has truly created something special here. And I hope to see HAZBIN Hotel for like 7 seasons. 13 would be great, but that's pushing it. You don't want too much of a good thing. You don't. But 7 seasons is more than enough. Maybe make the seasons longer, or make like everything now where everything's like an hour long or so with episodes. Because the first season it was great, but especially the final episode seemed a little rushed. You know, we were expecting this huge climactic battle, and we really didn't get a lot of it because it was had to be shortened with to fit a 24-minute time. So, you know, maybe some more episodes instead of like 8, or 8 episodes that are like 45 minutes long. That would be great. I think that would satisfy a lot of fans, because that way the story can be a lot better paced than, oh, well, we only have like 24 minutes to tell a story here. Just rush. Anyway, that's going to do it for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.